friends, welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Felicia. We are back with another pick a card reading. If you are the slim few that tuned into this video, I love you so much. Thank you for being here. We're getting into another dream analysis. What are your dreams trying to tell you? This could definitely help us tap into our subconscious, and we'll be using one of my handmade decks. Of course, this deck is not perfect. Some of the handwriting looks crazy. Some of the definitions may be all spelling, grammar, everything. This was literally just me getting my notes together. So it's definitely a work in progress. So forgive me if anything is wrong. Correct me if you guys have more information. Anything you think I would add. If you have any books about dreams, any recommendations. Also recommendations for tarot and oracle decks too. I would love to get some new things. I know that some people have recommended books on the channel before, and if you're interested, you can join our book club, Divas Can Read. It is a initiative at our nonprofit organization, Divas Can Manifest. So if you don't know me and you're new to our channel, my name is Felicia. I am a human and civil rights advocate, and I run a nonprofit organization called Divas Can Manifest. We are an initiative in women's health, and all of the proceeds to our channel go back to our nonprofit organization. So thank you guys so much. I love this. So let's get into it. We will be using this deck, and we'll also be using one of my new decks that I just got. This one's called the Dream Symbols card deck. I picked this up. I don't know where I got this deck from, but it is like the first time using this deck, and I'm so excited to get into this. And I just wanted to start this reading off with one of the messages that came in the book, in the deck, and I thought that it would be, a special note to us. This is an invitation to dream. Everyone dreams, though not everyone can recall their nightly adventures. Dreams are messages from our subconscious minds, communicating both abstractly and metaphorically. They are keys that unlock the mysteries our waking brain simply cannot process during the day. The better you can recall your dreams, the easier you can connect with yourself and the world around you on a more intuitive and creative level. In 2015, French scientists studied more than 200 people who claimed they didn't dream or couldn't remember dreaming. These scientists found that even though the subjects did not recall their dreams upon waking, each of them exhibited patterns and responses such as muscle twitching and vocalization during rapid eye movement, REM sleep, that is common to all dreamers. Even people who have been born with congenital blindness still experience REM sleep and recall dreams as tactile and audible experiences rather than visual ones. The dreams are there whether you remember them or not. And they're not just wild stories you tell your friend the next day. Dreams have always held a significant purpose in people's identities and spirituality. The depth and power of dreams across the globe is rich and full of wisdom. Historically, dreams can make or break a person. Take biblical Joseph, whose brothers sold him into slavery after he bragged about ruling over them in a dream. It was a widespread belief in ancient cultures that dreams were direct messages from gods. Ancient Greeks and Egyptians built temples for people to sleep in, hoping that a deity would come and visit them. In their dreams, if a god or goddess made an appearance, they believed they would then be healed from an illness or instructed how to solve problems in their waking life. Many indigenous cultures spanning the globe in both the past and present use dreams for daily guidance and problem solving, as well as to maintain a spiritual connection with the ancestors. And the study of symbols and dreams has continued to interest psychologists, scholars, and scientists across centuries. Dream studies have led to exciting discoveries on lucid dreaming, our brain waves during sleep, and emotional processing. But for a long period of time, dreams were either dismissed or heavily consigned to the study of parapsychology. Later, dreams once again aligned with the spiritual and paranormal, specifically in the New Age movement of the 1970s and the 1980s. Followers embraced Western and Eastern spiritual beliefs and combined them with metaphysics. The use of crystals, astrology, and dream work helped and continues to help people seek a higher enlightened state and feel connected to the universe. From ancient times to modern day New Age beliefs, many people believe that their dreams are messages from the divine. Perhaps you are the type of person who grasps at the gossamer strands of your dreams every morning, desperately trying to recall what had just happened. Maybe you listen with envy as a friend talks about their vivid dream they had, yet you never seem to remember any of yours. Or you might be the one lucky being who has a clear and lucid dream, often confusing what occurred during sleep with waking life. However, you interact with your subconscious. The world needs dreamers like you. More importantly, you need a dreamer like you. So beautiful. I love that so much. That is your invitation to dream. And just like to piggyback off of that, with the unseen realm, this is definitely, it contains a lot of symbols, from dream interpretations to psychological concepts and jargons to help us tap into weirdos and weird dreams that we may be having. There's a lot of different symbols in this deck that can be spanned across the globe, because we are international and we impact global health. So thank you, Australia, China, India, the Philippines, the United Kingdom. Thank you. Did I say Australia? Thank you, Malaysia. Thank you, Russia. Thank you to all of my global participants in our global health initiative. You are so welcome. Thank you for being here. So let's hop into it. Without further ado, let's get into today's video. Choose from overhead selection. Pile 1, your change. Pile 2, your creativity. Pile 3, your thunderbolt. And pile 4, you are sharing. Let me know how this resonates. As always, I'll see you in your pile. Hi, pile 1. Welcome to your selection. So you chose change, the wheel of fortune. So your dreams have definitely been trying to help you process a change or adapt through some type of change. And I definitely feel like you have been doing this successfully. This may involve you taking some different risk. This may involve painful situations, difficult emotions. I'm hearing emotional pain and physical pain. But your dreams are definitely helping you process through and successfully adapt through a change. I'm getting that this is also to help you understand. This may involve an ex-partner, a very traumatizing, chaotic, or dysfunctional relationship, perhaps. And this is helping you understand a pattern of behavior around a male that lies, okay? These are romantic partners. I'm getting that this starts with a Virgo. Okay, somebody's name is Stanley. I'm also getting, or a name that starts with the letter S. I'm getting a Virgo and a Pisces relationship. Okay, some of you guys have been adapting through. You've been leaving a partner. You have been moving on, getting divorced. Some of you guys have, this is about a partner that gave you an STD, okay? And they tried to blame it on you. I'm getting that someone gave you an STD and they tried to blame it on you. I'm getting that this relationship was a big failure, okay? And it led to a major change in your life. And some of you guys, you thought that you could never, recover from this situation. But you're now understanding that this too shall pass. Something about this, this involves your parents or a father. Some of you guys your dreams are trying to help you understand dualities, shadow and light, failure and success, love and hate. Someone is dying, or the love in this relationship has died. You have evolved beyond this point. This could have involved a love triangle, or this could have involved a pattern that you have been repeating in your romantic relationships. I'm getting that you've been dealing with a lot of romantic partners that have been playing a lot of mind games. But I'm hearing that this game that they have been playing with you, although it may have been fun for them and it may have been exciting, it's something that arouses them. This person, some of them are narcissistic. But this person, I'm hearing that this person has been, I'm hearing that this game that they have been playing has, it has led to an irreparable damage in this relationship. Some of you, they thought that you would always take them back. They thought that you would never leave them. They didn't think that you would divorce them. They didn't think that you would move on with your life, okay? But some of you guys, you showed them how much you value yourself when you finally did. Some of them, they thought that if they, because you have this, they gave you an STD or they did something to you that was irreparable. that you were stuck with them. I'm getting so emotional. But some of them, they are watching you move into another relation. They see you have another partner now. And they have been starting to understand their damage. They feel like they have been risking this relationship. And some of you, they took some risk, and that risk led to an irreparable damage. Okay? Your dreams have been unveiling the truth about this person who have been lying. I'm hearing that this person has, like, they're the reason you have post-traumatic stress. You're finally seeing the pattern of this person or these situations in your romantic life. Okay, these are multiple partners. And this, you finally seeing this pattern is setting you free. You're learning about duality. You're learning about what a true successful relationship is. From the unseen realm. Shadows, right? Seeing, you have not been able to discern a shadow within a partner that you've had. That where this person has been, you've been in a long-term relationship with them. I'm hearing a marriage of 30 years plus. You guys have been together for a long time. This person shows you how they feel about you when they don't show up for you, when they bring you home a disease, when they do something painful to you. I'm getting that you have been in a one-sided relationship. This person has been quick to benefit from what you have to offer. This is a Scorpio, Virgo, Pisces, Capricorn. Some of you guys were lucky enough to get away from this situation without any pregnancies or STDs. But this person has been totally in their shadow, and you have not been able to discern this. And this has been keeping you in a loop. Okay, this has been keeping you in a karmic patterning, right? We have the shadow. The parts of you keep hidden from most people because it involves shameful or painful aspects, also known as ego dystonic complex. Repressed id. The id is the part of our psyche that involves urges and things that we cannot control. Shadow aspects or shadow archetypes, where an unconscious aspect of the personality does not correspond with the ego ideal, the reality, leading the ego to resist and project the shadow, causing conflict with it. Usually unacceptable qualities like sadness, rage, laziness, and cruelty. The shadow self is deeply triggered by insecure people. Surrounded by successful people, they feel inferior and immoral. So some of you guys, this person has felt so inferior to you. This is why, for some of you. For others, this person has been unable to control their behavior, okay? They have been unconscious in their irrational beliefs and their senses of entitlement, right? Yeah, what did I say? Psyche coming out. Nice. Okay, what else? And then we have common dream, flying. You are free. I'm so happy. Pal 1. Your dreams have been freeing you to be exhilarated, to be as joyful, to experience intense joy and delight, feeling liberated from this person's narcissistic abuse and control. This person has had a very disparate ego. Their psyche has not been reconciled. This person has been projecting a lot of their shadow aspects, and they have not been, some of these behaviors have even been shadow, some things that they have not even been conscious of. These people have been acting very unacceptable, and you have been falling under their lies. You've been falling under their shadow aspects to conceal how deeply triggered they were by your success and your power. There has been a lot of conflict in a marriage or in a relationship, and it involves this person having a dystonic complex and uncontrollable unconscious behaviors. You have not been able to see this person for who they truly are. But your dreams have been exhilarating. You guys have been you are in your dreams. You are the one in charge of the situation. You are the one on top of the situation. You are the one that has the personal sense of empowerment to walk away from an abusive situation. Your dreams have been giving you new perspectives. You guys have been getting the broader picture, getting a higher vantage point from the conflict that you've been involved in with someone who has been unconscious of their shadow aspects and how they've been behaving irrationally and unacceptably. A lot of them are they're under a drug addiction, or they have been under some type of escapism. They have been extremely avoidant of their reality and the unpleasant things in their reality, repressing the shadow, repressing pain and shame. They have had no integrity over their behavior and their actions. They have had no integrity over their spirit. But you guys, the more you put distance between you and this person, you're getting the higher vantage point. You are free. Your dreams have been freeing you so that you are boundless, so that you open yourself up to new possibilities where you are away from this person with this ego dystonic complex. Your dreams have been teaching you not to give up, even if this person abused you for decades. Something about this person is they're dying, okay? Maybe you guys are elderly now, or there's a grave. Some of you guys, you're feeling like it's over. You wasted your life on someone who, with an inflated ego, entitlement, and escaping. Your dreams have been giving, definitely getting you more in tune with yourself and your own psyche and, your own shadow aspects, so that you can discern, other people's aspects, so that you can have control of yourself and you can find your own sense of empowerment, okay? Don't give up. If you feel like you're having health issues now, if you feel like your life is over, you wasted your life in shadows, you wasted your life with an abusive, painful person, it's never too late to take control of your health and your life. Fight for your life. Fight for health. Fight for joy. Seek moments of intense delight, because you have been so severely abused by this person. And they have just been so quick to benefit from your support. They always need you, right? They always need your help. They always need you when they can't overcome their own drug addiction. They always need you when they don't have a place to stay. They always need you, right? But they are never they're literally serial cheaters. These people have been so troubled. The best thing that you can do is to accept the things that you cannot change, and to not blame this person or yourself for what you have allowed. You cannot recover your time. You cannot recover certain parts of your health, right? You guys may be dealing with a lot of shame and pain around these unconscious things that you have allowed in your life. But now that you are aware, you are free. Your dreams have been freeing you to be joyful, liberating you to experience intense joy and delight. Some of you feel like your health has declined, or it's the end of life. Make every day count. Don't give up. Have hope. Have possibility. Okay? Somebody's name starts with letter H, W, A, S, K. This is tenacity is ageless. Joy is ageless. Success is ageless. It's never too late for you to reconcile what has not been reconciled within your psyche. Now that your dreams are giving you these new perspectives in life and helping you move on, you are free. SEX, money and power. Hiding poor attachments, shame and pain, right? 8th house, more SEX, right? And then karmic clearing, you're free. You're free now. Your dreams have been helping you discern this person who has been lying, a partner who has been having poor attachments to sex, money, and power. Some of them were even unconscious of these urges around this, within their shadows, within their psyche, their id. A lot of people are deeply triggered that you have a positive relationship with these things. Some of them, they see that you have been the one that can read and write. You're the one that has the home. You're the one that has the new relationship. You're the one that has a car. You're the one that, you're not constantly breaking down, right? You're the one having good sex. You're the one in power. You're the one getting money now. Some of these people have been in conflict with you because they have had a very big inferiority complex. For others, this person has been after these things, and they've been so imprudent and have shown little to no care around how their poor attachments to sex, money, and power have been impacting them and their family in the long run. You guys are finally getting the new perspectives to discern this person, and you're freeing yourself from their super inflated ego and senses of entitlement. What this really is this person's the manifestation of the unconscious manifestation of their ego. Their pain and shame is manifesting as a hyperinflated ego. They're escaping their reality. They're on drugs. They really feel like such a failure. What are your dreams trying to tell you, pal? One. Karmic clearing. Saturn came and have been freeing you. But the only way that you can experience freedom is if you experience limits, lessons, and boundaries around this 8th house, around this family, around poor attachments and people acting out of pain and shame. More Scorpio energy with the 8th house. I'm also getting if you were getting financial support from these people. Okay? They have been trying to control you with money. But now you are free. You're clearing the karma, and you're no longer relying on others for financial security. You have found your own personal sense of empowerment. From the dream symbols deck. Yeah, definitely getting someone who cheated. Okay, a lot of cheating with this person. A marriage. I mean, they were chasing after, a lot of different feminines for their hole, their vaginal canal. Oh my God, the butterflies. Okay, I love this. Butterflies are pollinator species found across the globe. They are usually brightly colored and can migrate over great distances. Because of their very visible 4-stage life cycle, which includes a massive transformation from caterpillar to butterfly, they are often symbols of rebirth, renewal, transformation, and metamorphosis. In ancient Greek, the word for butterfly, psyche, translates to soul psyche. In mythology, was married to Cupid and depicted with a pair of wings. Across cultures and history, butterflies also represented spiritual communication. Like its cousin, the moth, a butterfly can represent a message for a departed soul. Think about your own creative and spiritual growth. What stage do you feel like you're in right now? Are you a cocoon caterpillar, or are you newly minted butterfly? I definitely feel like you guys have undergone a lot of cycles of renewal around discerning this liar, discerning this cheater. You've gone through a lot of different cycles around, of transforming and getting a new perspectives through your dream state, finding your sense of empowerment and getting free. A butterfly can represent a message from a departed soul. Your dreams want you to, this is around someone who you've departed from. This because, someone that you were married to and maybe you were divorced. And this is so beautiful because you guys are releasing resentment and you are free to release. I'm so happy for you, pal. What? Because you have gone through so many different changes to free yourself from this destructive liar in your life. You are renewed. Don't give up hope. You're seeing so many possibilities. You have literally transformed and blossoming now into a beautiful butterfly. Some of you guys have been reborn. You've cleared this karma finally after getting a new perspective. And you know the reality of the matter, that this person, they were never loyal. And it's not their own fault. It's just because they're just so unconscious. They're escaping their realities, or they're drug addicts. Oh my gosh, pile one. You are so joyful and liberated, okay? I'm hearing death and rebirth. I'm hearing once you got the truth about this person, you were free. So let's wrap, okay? You have departed from this person, and you have been adapting through, this relationship, the end of this, okay? This was a major relationship in your life. Some of you guys have taxes together, money together, you receive financial support from this person. But you have been learning that the quality of this relationship was very poor, and that this was not something that you really should have invested in. But those were lessons that you needed to learn with Saturn, okay? Let's get the tarot to wrap. What? Flying. You are in charge and on top of a situation. These dreams represent your own personal empowerment. Somebody's name is Andre. Someone who was just using you for sex. I'm hearing the storm has passed and you are successful in getting everything you've ever wanted. And they missed their opportunity. It's a wrap, friends. You are free. And you are completely fulfilled and satiated with your life. I love you so much. Let me know how this resonates down in the comments below. Hi, Pal 2. Welcome to your selection. Welcome to your selection. So you chose creativity, which also translates to the Empress. Okay. Now, this was actually really fun. You guys, your dreams inspire you a lot. And your dreams bring you a lot of joy. I'm definitely getting that you guys are artists or creatives in some type of way. So you guys dream a lot. Okay. But you are learning that it is not easy being an artist. It's not easy. People can be very, intimidated by artists, or life is, experiencing life in depth and experiencing life above, in another dimension, above the senses, through stories and symbols, is not for the faint of heart. Not everybody can be a painter. Not everybody can be a dancer. But everyone doesn't need to. But everyone can be creative. Some of you guys, the world will be very ugly to you. And this one, it's because they can see that you are an individual. You are creative. You will not be accepted by ordinary people. But every time the world, lets you down, every time you're filled with some type of ugly situation or sorrow, you are inspired to create. You're called to create something bigger. You're creating, I'm getting that, like, through your dream state, your creativity is actually growing. Some of you guys are starving artists, or you are homeless, okay? Some of you guys sacrifice everything to be an artist, okay? Some of you guys, you literally could not, your spirit, and your soul is just too grand to be in some cubicle. You see things, like you're not even in the same dimension. You're not in a third dimension like everybody else. So it was hard for you to, to work conventional jobs. Light workers as well. It's hard for a light worker to work a 9-to-5 job. It's hard for a creative artistic to work a 9-to-5 job, because it will drain your soul and spirit so much. If you are homeless and you are having a hard time figuring out, you know, how to get some of these securities needs met, I just want to give you a few ideas. If you are not, just please stay tuned. If you are homeless, you look for 24-hour facilities. Greyhound bus stations will sometimes let you sleep there. You know, get to the airport. That is also a 24-hour facility, especially for those who are worried about safety and you do not want to stay outdoors. Greyhound bus station, your city's airport. Try to go to the biggest one. The bus lines will usually take you there. Ask your bus driver. Those are the public servants for a ride if you cannot afford it. Look for a shelter. Okay, there are special programs for people who face domestic violence. There are special programs for people who are homeless due to an addiction of some sort. And if you did not know, the #1 cause of homelessness in the United States is addiction. There are particular programs for that one as well. There are special programs for the youth between the ages of, you know, of course, teenagers, but up until the age of 24 years old. There are special programs and special assistance for them as well, for that age group as well. There are also other housing programs that you can move into, subsidized housing programs. You can rent a room and a home. Those are usually cheaper. Okay. There are ways that you can find shelter. Okay, find the ability to meet your security needs. If you are in a city that is not metropolitan, they don't have a lot of shelters and 24-hour facilities. There are programs. What is the name of this program? I know there's one program in particular that actually helps homeless people travel. If you can get to New York City, if you can get to Chicago, I would recommend New York City. That is the city of refuge. You will easily get into a shelter, no problem, and you can stay there until you get housing. There are people who have lived in shelters for 5 years, 10 years, and they get permanent housing subsidies from New York, the city of New York. Some of you guys have been struggling to with your identification. You've lost belongings, you've lost your identification, passports, birth certificates, social security cards, IDs. If you have to leave everything behind, do not leave your personal identification and protect it, okay? During the day, there are daytime shelters that you can go to. Perhaps if you stay up all night, you can switch around your sleep schedule. If you stay up all night, you can go to a day shelter during the day and lay your head on a table. Or you can go to the public library and get into one of the cubes or one of the study areas, take a nap during the day at the public library. If you need space to take phone calls, to take interviews, you don't have a quiet room, you can reserve a study room at the public library for free. There are a lot of the public goods that you can use if you are struggling with homelessness as an artist or creative. But your whole life is becoming creative, okay? Which means that you are home. Home is within you. You reside with God. You reside everywhere with the universe. Your home is the great outdoors, okay? Be meditative. You know, your daydreams also help you resolve your issues, help you find solutions, right? Be meditative and try your best to get sleep, because sleep, especially if you caught the message in the beginning, you need sleep so that you can receive downloads from your subconscious, okay? So let's get into it. Okay, friends, what are your dreams trying to tell you? Your whole life is becoming creative, and you're so fulfilled within your creativity. Some of you guys have literally sacrificed your home, or you've lost your home in some type of way. Okay, we have a common dream, teeth dream. We have prophetic dreams. we have the unconscious mind. Some of you guys quite literally could have dreams about your teeth falling out, or there are some of you guys are missing teeth. Okay, you guys are embarrassed about your teeth. Okay, but you're embarrassed about your smile, or there's something where your throat chakra is blocked. Okay, maybe you know, because if you are missing teeth, or you are you're struggling to care for your, like, you know, keeping your dental, you're struggling to get to the dentist. You know, you guys have been having a lot of anxieties about your appearance, your attractiveness, and, you know, fears of rejection. And this is reflecting in how you communicate. Okay, some of you guys are getting you have been embarrassed by someone, or you have been demeaned by someone, or somebody who has been, you know, maybe you most recently were rejected by someone, and you have been, you know, struggling, you know, and worrying about if this is about your attractiveness and your appearance, right? You may be dealing with somebody who, you know, they were, especially if you're here from Power 1, these people are growing old, some of them. And they have no place to be like demeaning someone and devaluing someone. Some of them are failures. They're old. They don't care for themselves, and they don't care how they look. So they have the nerve to be, you know, hypercritical of your physical appearance, right? Some of you guys were unprepared for this person's criticism, or they were literally attacking somebody, you know, have been attacking your solar plexus. Okay, something where someone tried to ridicule you, and this is like manifesting through your dream state, and making you feel bad about yourself, and trying to make you feel inferior and not, you know, lacking self-confidence. And it's really because this person has been the one that has been feeling inferior. They've seen you, like, especially if you guys are here from Power 1, they've seen you, you know, have a lot of willpower and practice a lot of self-care. And they were so inferior around your success and your fulfillment in your life. Okay, some of these people, they are the ones that have been struggling with this, and they were trying to ridicule you to, you know, manipulate you. So this is not something that you need to internalize. This is this person's projection. They're actually obsessed with you and your body. Okay, some of them, they don't have no money, or they were deceptive in some type of way. I'm getting something where they were, you know, I don't know who this was, take it how it resonates, but someone here has been very, like something where you, especially with this prophetic dream, I didn't even read it all the way, but I was getting things that you may normally overlook. I'm getting that something about you were, you observed something about this person, and they were unprepared for your observations, or vice versa. Okay, I'm getting that these things, you know, I'm hearing something where someone may have grew uncomfortable because you started to notice things about their appearance that other people would overlook or not care about, right? And so, you know, something about them, their lack of self-care, their malnutrition, their poor diet. I'm hearing something where they were lacking oral hygiene, they didn't have any money, or they were quite literally lying. They're a liar, right? So your dreams have been trying to help you discern a liar, perhaps, or they're helping you discern someone who's been really ridiculing you, or they are just helping you deal with your own fears of rejection and about your appearance and attractiveness. Some of you guys, even if you've gone on a body transformation, you guys are still struggling with the low self-esteem. I'm getting that you definitely have prophetic dreams. Okay, and you always gather a lot of pieces of information, and they later come back and play a huge role in you unlocking something within you that was unconscious. Okay, I'm getting that this person has been very unconscious of their behavior. You're dealing with somebody, I don't know, let's get more before I don't know. Sorry, I'm all over the place with this one. Some of you guys have anxieties about growing old, okay? Or you could literally, you know, have a dream about something bad happening to your teeth. And it's because some of you may be seeing a lot of people around you that have you know, have lost their teeth, right? And you're, you know, or people with a bad set of teeth. And these people have been, I'm getting that people have, there are a lot of people watching your teeth, or they're watching your smile in your mouth. Or they're literally watching you speak. You know, they don't want you to date something here where your dream is trying to teach you about somebody who wants to exert their control over you, stop you from, you know, something's trying to intimidate you, ridicule you, stop you from being confident within yourself. Or they have literally been trying to hide deception or something like that. Your dreams are trying to help you. Like someone here is literally trying to silence your and stop you from having your freedom of speech. And you guys, some of you guys have been having a lot of dreams about teeth. And this is like something where you were not speaking up or expressing or getting your point across. Someone here has been really trying to, like, you've been having a prophetic dream about somebody. Somebody's name starts with the letter N. Okay. This is someone who embarrassed you or they intimidated you. Okay. I'm getting that you have these dreams. You started having these dreams as you started growing older. These were not dreams that you, like, you usually would have. Okay. We have the sun. Yeah, a lot about your ego and your you know, your physical appearance. We have karmic ending. It's like you are a star, friends. Okay, you are a star. And what did I say about health and safety? Like, you guys are struggling. If you guys are out here in the streets, you don't have, there's safety issues, there are health issues. I'm getting the biggest health issue that you're having right now is malnutrition. For some of you guys, you haven't been, you know, especially if you're homeless or something like that, you've been having a poor diet. And maybe you've been eating a lot of fast foods, or you haven't been getting all of the nutrients that you needed. Some of you guys don't have enough money to meet your, I'm hearing to stock your refrigerator and your pantry. Some of you guys are dealing with someone who was older than you, or you were dealing with this is someone that's older than you that was struggling with the inferiority complex as well. You have been getting a third eye activation around this person, and you know why this situation ended so karmically. This person was not able to handle you as this unique individual. They were not able to handle your identity, and especially when they got your world-facing view and they saw your personality and they saw that you were a star. They saw that you were a leader. They saw that you were manifesting. They saw that you were overcome. You had the strength and the will to succeed. This person got a very, very big inferiority complex, and this is the cause. This was the reason why they rejected you. This person didn't reject you because of your appearance. You may have thought that it was, you know, some of you guys are literally, your dreams are trying to teach you about a rejection from somebody who has been embarrassed that you were so unique and so, you know, like you have such a big sense of self and personality, and that they could not control your self-esteem. They could not control your, you know, how you felt about yourself. They could not control your, you know, your decision making. You have been I'm getting that you guys were trying to communicate with this person, but I'm getting something where you were not, you know, getting your point across, or this person has such a big ego. They have not been wanting to, like, admit the fact that they have been feeling inferior. And some of them even tried to embarrass you, ridicule you. And like, I don't know, something where they were the ones that were lying. They were the ones that didn't have no money. They were the ones that are dying. They're the ones that have like a malnutrition and a poor diet and poor hygiene, right? And so they tried to make, like, I'm getting that they started to ridicule you to make you feel bad about yourself, but really they were the ones, they were projecting this onto you, right? This situation ended very karmically because of this person's ego distortion and projection. This person, you know, they have been repressing a lot. They have been repressing a lot. And something where you had a third eye activation, your dreams helped you make the right decision in a situation. When there was something karmic that happened, with a third party. I'm getting something that happened with the third party interference where this person triangulated you to make you feel insecure, to hurt you. Your dreams definitely help improve your intuition and help you make decisions and help you get divine intelligence and get connected to universal consciousness. They definitely help you trust your inner vision, especially as this creative and artist, and help you follow your purpose. Because some of you guys, you've been dealing with, this most recent cycle ended very karmically, and you made the right decision when you were able to piece together the bits of information around this person. I'm hearing there's something where you've been through this karmic ending to help you resolve something that has been going on in the unconscious, and to help stop repressing some of these painful memories with this person. This person, I'm getting that you have been putting together the bits of pieces of information to help you understand a rejection or some type of situation where you were lacking clarity around why there was a challenge, why the thing ended, why it was not working out. You are dealing with a karmic ending where someone, they got an increased awareness from dealing with you. Your ability to, I'm hearing your observations and your power to meet everyday challenges, and your personality started shining through when this person realized that you were unique, when they realized that you were a star and that you were on path to a higher purpose, that you actually have a higher office or a sense of royalty, and that you were focused on your health and well-being, that you were not malnutritioned and not, you were not grief-stricken the way that they are, right? Something where they kept looking at your teeth, or they were very ashamed of their mouth and their teeth, or something like that. This person felt very embarrassed. I'm hearing that they felt very embarrassed. They felt very inferior, that you were observing these certain things that other people would, normally look. I'm getting that this person, they were very vain about this. I'm hearing they had a lot of anxieties about their appearance because they have been growing old. And you have been you were very understanding, right? Some of you guys, you are caretakers. You work with the elderly. You don't care about, I'm hearing that you've literally, some of you guys have lost teeth before, and you've struggled with that. Okay, you struggled with issues around your teeth or your mouth or something, or just around communicating and being expressive. And you've struggled with your own appearances about your level of attractiveness. So when this person came in, and they may have started to ridicule you, neglect you, triangulate you to control your emotions, something where they started to intimidate you, or cause you to feel, started to ridicule you, or they started lying to you or something like that. You have been trying to, this has been distorting, a situation where you've been trying to understand and been lacking closure around a situation, perhaps. So I definitely feel like your dreams are trying to help you get closure. I definitely feel like, your dreams help you make the right decisions in this situation with this person, okay? Especially after, you've been over time, okay? Getting communication about how this person has been literally, they have had inferiority complex. And that was the reason why they rejected you. It was not because of how you look. You were their best looking option, to be quite honest, okay? We have Mars, yeah, they were very offended, and they were uncomfortable with, with you having so much drive and power when they were just growing old and sitting around, not, they didn't have any money, they didn't have any sense of empowerment, right? And they saw that you cared about, how you look. They saw that you were, you brushed your teeth, and that you were you had oral hygiene. They saw that you took care of yourself, right? This person, they felt so powerless next to you, being so assertive and driven for power. This is the reason why this situation ended karmically, because they aligned themselves with ego, okay? And I'm getting that your dreams have been precognitive, or they've been telling you, they have been showing you, they have been predicting how this person would. I'm getting that your dreams have been helping you collect bits and pieces of information about a situation so that you can predict this karmic ending. I'm getting a lot of you actually predicted this karmic ending, so that you, something where you were I don't know, you were experiencing, you may have felt like you were experiencing deja vu, or you could just like, you can sense that like something where you were putting together, you're getting bits and pieces of information about this person's vanity. Okay, we have climbing. Dreams of climbing can be straightforward symbols of your waking life aspirations. What sets this dream apart from, let's say, dreams of the stairs or elevators is that the act of climbing is not passive. Climbing takes all of your energy and courage. And depending on what tools you had within the dream, a mistake could lead to falling. If you have set some lofty goals for yourself, use this dream as a reminder to pack all the necessary tools and build the stamina it will take for the process. Exciting times are in front of you, but only if you plan ahead. You guys are so beautiful. I feel like this situation ended karmically, and you were having I'm getting that there was a situation where you had a dream of, like, you know, you had aspiration for the connection, you wanted, you know, things to work out in a certain type of way. And I definitely feel like that may not have happened because, you know, of someone's, they rejected you instead of accepting you. This person is falling, and they are the opposite of climbing. You're an individual that is unique. Like I said, this situation ended karmically. It did not end in your favor. Some of them quite literally started to pose as a health and safety risk, and you were not embarrassed. Like, some of you were not prepared for, like, something where you may have even, like, you may have overrated your intuition. You were not prepared for this person to start, you know, to become so fearful and embarrassed. I don't know what happened, but they became very fearful and embarrassed, you know, around you, and that's the reason why they rejected you. So your dreams have been trying to help you put together a rejection where you were, like, rejected. You've been putting together bits and pieces of information that you have observed around this person's behavior, or things that they have expressed with their mouth. They have, you know, something where they have articulated certain points, and you have not, like, you have learned that this was literally because this person has been failing and making a big mistake. I'm hearing that this situation was a karmic ending. They made a very big mistake in rejecting you. Okay, a lot of y'all, they saw that you were driven in power, and that you had these life aspirations, right? That you were this creative artist, right? That you were different. Like I said, not everybody is going to accept an artist. Not everybody, you know, accepts these creative people. Not everybody has dreams that, you know, they're not everybody's inspired, right? And so they saw you climbing every day, meeting the everyday challenges. They saw you working. They saw you, you know, working towards your dreams. And I'm getting that this person took a huge misstep. You're very psychic. I'm getting that you have been very, like, you may have predicted that this person would end karmically. So I'm getting that you packed everything that you needed, or you knew that something bad would happen in this situation. Like, I'm hearing that something where you planned ahead, or you were quick with it. Okay, and you were able to, like, receive, like, this inner guidance, and your intuition improved through your dream state, and you were able to predict the future of this situation and got ahead of this. Okay, you got ahead of it very quick. Okay, I'm also getting that there was a situation where you predicted that someone was rejecting you, or you predicted a third-party situation with someone who was body typing, or you predicted the third party, or you predicted a betrayal. You predicted something that ended karmically. Okay, and I feel like the way that you had this third eye activation around it, you knew that a lot of these people, if this isn't about, like, this old person growing old that got, you know, that had this inferiority complex, I'm getting another situation where your dreams, where you have to stay very driven and empowered to meet your artistic goals. Maybe you did, you know, go through this whole transformation from being homeless, and you climbed through, you know, your way out, and you were able to, you've been having, like, these like you've been having a lot of observation around like competitors even. I'm getting it. Or you had I'm hearing you had precognitive dreams around someone who was trying to silence you, an adversary, someone who's been trying to steal your creativity, and you were able to protect yourself and preserve your knowledge because you received the inner guidance. I'm getting that these people did not stand a chance against your top tier intuition. And this situation ended very karmically because I'm getting a Leo, okay? I'm getting that this person, you know, they saw that you were on path to, you know, becoming a unique individual. So they tried to steal a lot of your, they tried to steal a lot of your creativity, okay? Or they tried to steal your communication. This person has been trying to like steal your, like they've literally been plagiarizing your work, or they have been like trying to steal your wisdom. This is a public speaker, or you are a public speaker. I'm getting motivational speakers, tarot readers, anyone with any situation where you use your voice. There has been someone that you had a third eye activation around a long time ago, and you received inner guidance on how to protect yourself from this person by watching them putting together pieces of information and observing their actions. I'm getting that while you were off meeting some everyday challenges, these karmics have been trying to steal your creativity. And you were so, like, I'm getting that now, like, when you were falling, you were not actually falling. You were getting, your mind told you how to. You were climbing. You were, like, I'm getting that you're literally, like, I'm also getting that, like, these are a lot of people who were, like I said, they were jealous of your throat chakra, or they were jealous of your mouth and your teeth. You don't even have to have perfect teeth or a bad set of teeth, or like, or a good set of teeth, right? But there's somebody here who hated your speaking, or they hated that you had a better looking mouth than theirs. Okay, someone here, a Leo, somebody's name is, their name starts with the letter B. They're very insecure about their mouth and their smile and like the shape of their chin or something like that. You have a more beautiful smile than them. Okay, the King of Wands just wanted to show itself to me. We have the Five of Wands. And then we have the King of Cups. Yeah, this kind of feels like, you know, there was someone, like I said, but going back to my first, like the majority of, like, this was someone who's growing old, okay? This person has had a lot of anxieties about their attractiveness to you, and like if you feel attractive, if they feel like you're attracted to them, like these have been unconscious and irrational beliefs. Some of them, they have been, you know, repressing these unpleasant thoughts. Like, of course, they don't want to think of them, like, oh my God, my person who is so empowered and beautiful and creative and so unique, right? Like, oh my God, like, I don't want to admit to myself that they are, you know, they're so attractive. Look at me, and like, I'm getting old, and my attraction is, you know, declining, and you know, my body and my self-care is declining. Some of them, they don't have no money, and they were just like worried that you were like, you know, you were the one having all these life aspirations, right? And they're the ones declining. And you know, this situation did end karmically, because this person, I'm hearing that I'm hearing they started fighting you, attacking you, rejecting you, causing fear. You were, I'm hearing some of you guys you were really not expecting it to go, like, you knew that this person would possibly struggle with this, like with inferiority, but you didn't know that this person would throw these kinds of emotional tantrums. You didn't know that this person was going to try to throw these fights. But I'm getting that they're doing a lot better now. Okay, LOL. But they were literally, I'm hearing something where they may have joined a jelly team and started fighting you because of your creativity and your life aspirations, and you've been getting the communication around this person. Like, maybe you were not prepared for this person to go off with a third party. You were not prepared for this person to put you in a fight with a jelly team member. You were not expecting this person to, like, you wanted this person to have the courage, okay, but they didn't, okay? You've been getting the communication through your dream state, you know, from your, you know, what your subconscious has collected, you know, with these bits and pieces of information on why this bad thing has happened. Some of this you were not even aware that this person has been throwing these kinds of tantrums. You just were rejected, and you weren't, you know, it was because they joined the jelly team. And I'm getting that this is divinely timed. Now that this is coming from your unconscious, or this is coming from your subconscious, that this person has been acting out of their unconscious mind, and you are awakening, you know, to the situation, and resolving issues around, like, this bad thing that happened, that this person was the one that had the anxieties about their appearance. This is the person that was struggling with your communication. Some of them, they stopped talking to you altogether. They stopped expressing, and you're starting to learn why. Okay, they really were jealous of you for having drive and power. Okay, the truth is out about this person, especially if they were growing old. But if this was like a friend, or this was like someone who was like, you started to collect information and see like bits and pieces of their behavior, you started to know that, like, you started to, like, I'm hearing some type of instinctual response on their face, facial expression, or you've literally just been getting these prophetic dreams about, you know, a jelly team, okay, a jelly team, and whoever's on it and what they have been doing to steal your creativity and your wisdom and your public speaking, because they know that it represents yourself, your individual unique identity, and they are literally, I'm hearing someone's here, this Leo, they're literally trying to steal your expression and steal like the way that you speak and talk when this person can't. Like, I'm getting that they're very codependent on you for your psychic readings. They're very codependent on you, and they like they want to appear like they have the same type of expression and wisdom. Some of them, they are older than you, they're growing old, and some of them, they're very unsuccessful, or they're just like a cloud chaser on the internet. Okay, unfortunately, some of you, this is like you're getting communication about a family member who's been having a lot of anxieties about their mouth, their teeth, or their weight. And you have been awakening to this emotional tantrum that somebody has been throwing, okay? This fight that this person has been in, and why they have been rejecting you. That's what I'm seeing right now, friends. Let me know how that resonates down in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one. Hi, Pop 3. Welcome to your selection. So you chose Thunderbolt, which translates to the Tower. So your dreams, I don't know if this is like, I'm hearing something where something was blown apart or destroyed. The truth has shaken you up about this situation, but you are still finding your sense of security. Something where this situation really challenged your sense of security. Maybe it destroyed a home, maybe it destroyed relationships, it destroyed careers. This, whatever your dreams are revealing to you, has shaken up and destroyed a lot. A lot is being destroyed right now. And try to watch this situation from a place of detachment. This is not your destruction. This is not your problem. You are watching them perish with detachment. This destruction is not really happening to you. You have been preserved. There has been temporary hardship, adversities that your dreams have been helping you get through. Something was unexpected, but I definitely feel like the whole thing feels hilarious to you now. I'm getting that you are experiencing, you know, as you get the truth, right? As you get this third eye activation, as you get the higher consciousness around what has been going on, this situation is actually hilarious. But then you realize so many people try to go against you. You are getting the truth. I'm hearing that there's a big fuck you at the end as you reach the light at the end of the tunnel. I'm hearing that this is something that you never would have even conceived. Your dreams have been slowly unveiling the truth. I'm getting that something has been happening for about 4 to 5 years, okay? And I feel like this cycle is still, this is a 10-year cycle, 15-year cycle, because something where you, it involves an injury. And you are just, you are starting to, you know, it's funny until you remember what you're going up against, okay? Some of you guys are dealing with a lawsuit, or you're dealing with some type of, you know, not chronic, but you're dealing with a worker of inequity, okay? You guys are facing some type of hardship because you may be, you know, you may be up against some powerful enemies, or people who have resources and opportunities and privileges that you don't have. But you have been divinely protected. You have been running into miracles. You have been trusting your instincts throughout this whole situation. You are watching them be destroyed. They will perish. They thought that you were going to be the one facing a chronic inequity and adversity. They thought that this injury was going to persist. They thought that the loss would remain. A lot is being destroyed right now. You have been getting miracle support from your, to help you over, meet your daily challenges, especially if some of you guys are dealing with an everyday challenge. Excuse me, especially if you guys are dealing with an injury. I'm getting that someone came in. I'm getting that people are coming out of the woodworks and gifting you things. I'm hearing blessings are falling out of the sky. You guys are powerful manifestors and co-creators. You focus intensely on what's happening. This is something that you need to tend to with full cognizance, because there's a situation that you have been on for the past 4 years, 5 years. This involved a car crash. This involved harassment. This involved an injury. Okay, so let's see what's happening. You couldn't have conceived this. The dream is the liberation of the spirit from the pressure of the external nature, a detachment of the soul from the feathers of matter. Your dreams help you remove the ego attachment to the matter. Okay, your dreams, like I said, you are like, that's so funny that came out again, because there's such, what did I say about detachment? There is something, a lot being destroyed, and you are experiencing this from a lot of detachment. Dynamic mechanism. This came out in another dream analysis. You guys have been, you've been dealing with a challenge where someone has been lying, or there has been some type of, you guys are, now I'm getting that the reason why this thunderbolt, your dreams are helping you resolve your psyche. Okay, especially it's liberating you from your psyche being very dystonic. Your reality was not matching the neurosis. Your psyche was not matching the psychotic psyche, right? I'm getting that something, especially with this dynamic mechanism, the psyche can be explained in terms of underlying and unconscious drives and instincts that could mold personalities, motivate behavior, and or produce an emotional disorder. There has been something that has been in, like, I don't want to say unconscious, because when I think about unconscious, I think about our own behaviors and emotions that we are not aware of. But I'm also getting that this could be another situation where there has been external factors involved in your reality that has been the cause of an injury, the cause of a crash, something that was extremely traumatic. You could not have conceived this. I'm hearing that this situation, I'm hearing that this was this was a very big injury. You have been struggling to meet your challenges, everyday challenges. Okay, something where there was an emotional disorder, or there was something that was disturbing your psyche. I feel like your dreams are helping you get to a healthy psyche. They're helping you balance your id and your super ego. Okay, and it's helping you connect to your reality. Let's move into the channel messages. Okay, I feel like something happened and it was very shocking, and this thing, I'm getting the truth of what you uncovered caused an emotional disorder. Okay, a lot is being destroyed right now, but it's not happening to you. Okay, so I'm hearing that this situation involved violence, aggression. It involved an attack, perhaps, because someone was driven. I'm getting this, whoever this was that attacked you, I'm hearing it may have happened at a university. It may involve your university or education. There was something that, I don't know where I was going. I lost my train of thought. But there was something where there was someone who, oh yes, where I was going. There was someone who was unconsciously acting out of something. Okay, I'm hearing that their unconscious mind, I'm hearing they were pressured by their id, an unconscious urge or drive, and some of them, they are literally compulsive liars. They can't control this. I'm also getting with you someone who have not been able to control attacking you. I'm hearing somebody was not even able to control. I'm hearing someone's name starts with the letter S. or A. I'm getting that something about you drove this person to attack you. It's like they could not even control, you know, their attacking of you. Okay, something where it's just like in their nature to like abuse, you know, people, the planet, and the environment, in animals. And I don't know, something where this is not good. Okay, we have big boobs. Somebody's name starts with the letter P. We have sink or swim. And we have mental health. Like I said, something where there was a situation. I'm getting an ex-partner have been attacking you. This is involving an ex-partner. This person's name could start with the letter N. Somebody here, a Scorpio. This person, I'm getting there's something where they could not even control their attack. Some of them, they come from a different racial group than you. I'm also getting that somebody here, I'm getting a sister or someone who was very jealous of your body. They objectified something on your body, and they were very, some of them, they did something, they injured you, okay, or they attacked you because of your physical body. And I'm hearing that this was like an unconscious drive, instinct to hurt you. They were motivated by like, I don't know, an Aquarius. Okay, I'm hearing that this person, they may be struggling with it. Like, I'm getting whoever this is, it's like I said, they were dealing with some type of mental health issue, a psychological issue, where this person has not been having wellness in their lives. And I'm getting that they have not been able to handle the stress of you existing. I'm getting that when they saw your breast, or when they saw your education, when they saw something about you, they saw that you were the divine feminine. I'm hearing that they attacked you. You're in your body, okay? Something about the way that your legs opened. Okay, I'm hearing something about the way they saw your legs open, or they saw how flexible you were. They saw your personality. Someone who have not been able to. This definitely a family violence. Someone in the home that was not able to. Somebody's name is Ashley, a Pisces. They were not able to. They have been attacking you because of your breast. They're very envious of your breasts. I'm hearing that this sister or brother may have molested you when you were younger, and you have been deeply repressing this memory. They have been very obsessed with you, and they have been responsible for an injury where you could have. It was like a life or death situation, sink or swim. They hated something where they were not able to control their attack, because they hated the way that your education, they hated your body, these boobs, they hated the way that you acted. Some of them, they saw your home, and they saw that you had a nice home. It was well put together, that it was clean. They saw that your home, you had a lot of flowers in your home, or you had a home that looked like it was full of wellness. They were seeing photographs of your kitchenware, your bowls. They were seeing your cooking. They were seeing your home decor. I'm getting somebody, I don't know what this is about. Somebody may have seen you on the internet. A Capricorn, Aquarius, Michaela, Paige, Ashley, Lauren, Monet, somebody's name that starts with the letter K. They may go by Kiki. Somebody's name is Brittany, Nina. I'm getting a lot of people who saw that you were healthy, that you were focused on your mental health, that you had a nice home, and that you were building a family. And they were some of these people, a Cancer, some of these people, they were very envious of your teeth, or they were very envious of your boobs. I'm getting that somebody here is very, they hate that you are like the divine feminine and that you have boobs. Somebody's name starts with the letter H. You know, they saw that someone was very excited about you, that your masculine was very attracted to you. And I'm getting that when you got this shocking information, these people, like I said, you need to view all of this with detachment, because you're so healthy after this situation. I'm hearing that after you transform yourself, or you learned that somebody was lying, you have detached from the matter. It is above me now. Somebody here is literally being destroyed, okay? Your dreams have been helping you, understand this person's unconscious drives and why they have been attacking you. And it was like they hated your personality and your breast and your home, your education, okay? And that you were like the divine feminine. You were nurturing. They hated your femininity when they were like a pick-me. They were like a masculina. These people have been so, oh my God, they are so psych. Like I'm hearing that these may be people who are characterized by a mental illness. Like some of these people quite literally have been sexually abused, or they have sexually abused you. Okay, from the dream symbols deck. Oh my God, werewolf. Okay, some of you guys have been running with the wolves, quite literally, honey. You've been running with the wolves. We've probably all felt like we've had an inner beast in us, waiting to come out and attack the residents of a small English village under the light of a full moon, right? Whether you felt this inner beast or not, dreaming of a werewolf could suggest that you have a dark, wild, and uncontrollable side. If you are thinking, what? Not moi, think again. Consider how werewolves are often portrayed as the bad guy in the fairy tales, trying to hide their true form, but only for so long. Transformation is inevitable. When the full moon comes around, if these werewolf dreams become nightmares, address them head on. The more you can acknowledge that there are parts of your personality that you aren't happy with, the easier it is to confront them and make healthy shape shifts. Okay, period. So some of you guys are literally running with the wolves, period. Join Divas Can Read. That is our book club. That is the book that we're reading for the month of May. So you guys, you know, you guys have been struggling. I definitely feel like you come from a family that may have been dysfunctional, or you're embarrassed about your family in some type of way. Like I said, there may have been some type of molestation or some type of family violence that you're very embarrassed about. And you've like, people have seen, I don't know if you were always honest about this, but I feel like this situation has helped you address family violence, domestic violence, and parts of your personality and your roots that you are ashamed of. Especially, like, you know, kind of what the werewolf suggests is like, you are forced to embrace certain things. This situation brought, it was like a thunderbolt. This was unexpected. You are not the one that is, like, the reason why this happened to you is so that you can address it, so that you can focus on your mental health, so that you can get a healthy psyche and get connected to reality. What has been underlying in your, you know, in your detachment from this home, this dysfunctional family? Some of you guys have pulled yourself up from the bootstraps and you may be very successful now, right? But the reality of the matter is, your family and your home life, where you come from, you're not proud of it. Your home life, you know, you haven't been around a lot of people who have been emotionally, socially, and psychologically well. How they think, how they feel, and how they act, and how they handle stress is totally dysfunctional. So while you guys may have been pulling yourself up from the bootstraps, being successful despite all of this dysfunction, your family has been attacking you. You have been like, you guys have, this was a life or death situation. This was a family violence. This was an attack, an injury, something that could have literally, like, I'm hearing your psyche could have, you literally were, you may have detached from reality. There may have been something that happened where you were injured, where you have literally, I don't know, something where you needed to nurture yourself back to health. Because there's been a family member who's been so severely grief-stricken around their body image. This situation, you no longer could ignore this family violence or this family member that has been so toxic in the environment. I'm hearing that this family member fights the mother. They fight everybody. This person, some of them, they may be married, especially if this is a sister, they may be married. They have a very dysfunctional relationship. Somebody has multiple sclerosis, or they have erectile dysfunction. There is some type of molestation or sexual abuse, okay, within the family. These are deeply repressed memories, or, you know, this person that you're dealing with is very mentally ill. Especially if this is like another feminine. This could be a tarot reader or a family member. This is somebody that could have found you on the internet and saw that you were living a better home life and a better family life than them. They saw that your body was better than theirs. They saw that you had a higher degree of education. They saw that you had better food than them. You had a home they were jealous of your animal, your cat or your dog. They hated the way that you acted, and you acted enlightenment. You acted enlightened. You're very brilliant. Okay? The truth of the matter is, you know, your dreams have been teaching you about a family violence that has been going on, okay? Where you could have literally, I'm hearing something where you left your body because somebody has attacked your physical body so bad, okay? Somebody here was so envious of your body, they literally attacked you. They were responsible for you in a car crash. They were responsible for you being in the hospital. I'm getting somebody who saw your body. They saw your legs, the opening of it. They saw your flexibility. They hate the way that you move and act. They were so deep. I mean, especially if this is like a family member and they were like, you were blessed with all the beauty and the brains. Something where somebody may have even tried to make you seem like you were the bad guy. When they saw your beauty and brains and they saw your flexibility and your body, I'm hearing somebody went to the hospital. I'm hearing that they tried to make you a bad guy for being this beautiful artist when they really have been just like so envious of your breast and your body and your legs, and they hated that you had this man that you were living with perhaps, or they hated that you had a high value partner. They knew that you were the divine feminine, and I'm hearing that they literally attacked your body, or they were responsible for a car crash, they were responsible for an accident. Or some of them were involved in an injury at your workplace. They were involved in an injury, some type of injury that led you to like a hospital, or someone went to the hospital. This family violence has been so bad because somebody who has been having a very bad body image, they have not even been able to control themselves. Somebody was responsible for you getting fired. Or you being without employment. Okay, so somebody's name is Alana. I'm hearing somebody is very obese. I'm hearing huge. The way that these people, they grow out of their form, they look, I'm hearing that they're literally a genetically modified organism. Some of them have plastic surgery. Their body image is so bad. I'm hearing that somebody has attacked you because your body was natural and that you were the divine feminine. They hated you having a nice home and a healthy psyche. They hated you having education. This was what this was about. Your dreams have been helping you understand this person's underlying and unconscious drives and instincts that motivated them to attack you. Y'all, I'm about to throw the whole deck of cards because this situation, I feel so scared for y'all. Okay. Okay. So, somebody was responsible for this. They could not control the attack. But they will need to be held responsible for their actions. Some of them will be going to a mental health hospital. Okay. Some of you, this was slander and libel. Okay. So let's see. What are your dreams trying to tell you, friends? Okay. 7 of Pentacles. The Temperance. Yeah, something is not right about this situation. This karmic situation. Yeah, there's a very big karmic challenge in this situation. This may be a relationship that you feel invested in, or this may be, some type of lawsuit, legal matter, some type of situation where, there's a big karmic challenge around this situation. You, as a 7 of Pentacles, you may feel invested in a lot of these relationships and a lot of these people, but you are literally watching them destroy themselves. I'm hearing you ran with the rules and you brought out your savage side to handle this situation, because if they've been attacking you like some savages, you've had to defend yourself like a savage. I'm hearing that you savage, classy, bougie, ratchet, and they savage wildebeest, big back Bertha, will not stop eating Wendy's, McDonald's 3-4 times a day, will not control themselves. Tummy tucks, BBLs, going to the Dominican Republic, will not stop getting plastic surgery. Please stop this. You guys are really, this is a mental health issue. Something about your waist, they are dying. I'm hearing when females see your waistline, a Christelle, a Scorpio, and that they don't, something about them, they have hips, you have this naturally curvy body and these big full breasts, and you educated as well, I'm hearing that this is making people attack you. Some of these is the family members that's doing this. It's just like you show up and your hips and your curves and the way that you flounce around with your legs. When they saw your legs open up, it's making people hate you. Tell me more about this karmic challenge. What do you need to do to resolve this karmic challenge, especially for those who are struggling with the lawsuit? Yeah, somebody here, they took a fall from grace. I'm hearing somebody jumped on a jelly team. Okay. There's a group of people who hate you because you are divine feminine. For your booty and your boobs and your waist. I'm hearing a third party was responsible for this. Okay? Somebody's name starts with the letter E or F. I'm hearing they've been like wolves. I'm hearing they've just been howling at the moon. I'm hearing that they literally hated the fact that you have been getting financially free. You've been liberated. You've been educated. And you have this body. Somebody who hates you because of their chocolate and you caramel or something like that. They hate your skin complexion. Somebody's name is Danielle. There's been, your dreams have been showing you, all these karmic challenges that you've been having are people who literally have grown ill will to you. And you haven't been, like, you haven't been, like, you got truths around these people. That they have been involved with your home. They've been involved with your lover, right? Third parties. I'm getting a lot of these people. I'm hearing that they, like, your dreams are helping you. Like, now that you have recovered yourself and you're surviving and thriving, rebuilding your home, I'm getting that people have been attacking your home because it represented your liberation and your financial freedom and your education. They knew that you were about to have a better. I'm hearing that this place where you come from is so scarce. They hate you so much for having a house. Your cup runneth over. This partner that betrayed you and joined on the jelly team, they feel very invested in you. But there's a karmic challenge where this person has been, they've been a conformist. They jumped on the jelly team. They're around a bunch of people who hate you for being a divine feminine. Okay? And they have just been, I'm getting that you were not expecting this person to corral around. I'm hearing a bandwagon of people hate you. I'm hearing that you keep going, like, and this might, even if this is separate networks, I'm getting groups of people band against you because they hate the fact that you are liberated. You have a healthy psyche and you have a body. Y'all, the resentment is building because they were not able to get away with this. I'm hearing that all of these people, they are perishing. As you work on your health, hygiene, and you are becoming even more receptive, even more grounded, even more empowered. I'm hearing they thought that they were going to destroy your home. They thought that you were going to take a fall from grace. They thought that they could come for your position when they were never in any position to come for your position. These people hopped on the hate train. And they have been trying to keep these divine counterparts apart. They've been trying to stop you from having a home and a family. And you've been, this is like a lot of people. I'm hearing that you're getting like the truth around a lot of people who have been going against you. And that is what your dreams are trying to tell you, Power 3. That stay tuned. Stay tuned. There's more to the story because this situation, especially if you guys are still away, your separation from a divine counterpart, you're away from your home or something like that. These karmics are so pissed off. They will do anything to keep y'all apart. A Capricorn or a Scorpio. This situation is really challenging your sense of security. But a lot is being destroyed right now, including a lot of people's careers. A lot of people are getting exposed. A lot of people's, like, I'm hearing that their homes and everything is coming apart for a lot of people. I'm getting the truth is coming out. Your dreams are telling you the truth about these people who wanted you to sink and who banded against you and joined a group of people to hate you because you were healthy and in shape. Yikes. Somebody hates you for being healthy. Womp, womp, womp. This sucks. The truth is out about all these people who hate you. And all these people who have been third parties. You're like, damn, I didn't even know all y'all was attacking me like that. I thought I was going to go. The reason why you've been having so many challenges in your life, and you're like, something ain't right. Why are my fairy tales not working out? There has been something quite literally where there has been an attack, friends. because of a group of people. I'm hearing a group of people was so angry that you were the divine feminine. Child, that's not good. An Aquarius, a Leo, a Gemini. I'm getting a group of people who started to try to fight you for a high value partner because they knew it represents a home and a liberation. Some of y'all, they gonna watch you. They about to watch you rich as fuck. Thank you so much, Pal 3. Let me know how that resonates down below in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hi, Pal 4. Welcome to your selection. So you chose sharing. So your dreams, I definitely feel like your dreams have been predicting a wedding, or they have been predicting a pregnancy that you're just like, you definitely, some of you guys literally do not want pregnancy or a wedding, but you keep getting a dream about a pregnancy. So you know that there must mean a wedding is coming. This is crazy. I don't know why, but I definitely feel like your dreams are like predicting your future family home. Okay. If you are here from Power 3, especially some of you guys, your dreams are predicting, you know, who you like. It's helping you, you know, guide you to your correct home. Because I don't know, some of y'all, you know, you're learning, especially if you're here from Power 3, that there are a lot of people that hate you. I'm hearing people are rallying around by the boatloads, especially if y'all come from scarcity. But you guys, the worst experiences are behind you, I feel like. And you will, you know, some of you guys are, you know, you're sharing a lot. Okay, you're so abundant now. I'm so scared. My crown chakra is going off. Okay, y'all. Tingling so much. You guys, there's something about you, your dreams. You may be having a dream of you traveling, or you in an interracial relationship, or having something about you're dreaming about your culture. Okay, something about you're dreaming about your culture. Some of you guys, you've had the worst experiences with people from your culture, and I feel like you are just, it's something about them being scarce and ordinary. They never reach their heart chakra. Their hearts are not open whatsoever. So you coming around overflowing with abundance makes people abuse and alienate you. This is, I'm hearing somebody's name starts with the letter J. Jane or Janet or Jasmine. You guys, I'm hearing that you like, something about you is, you're definitely like, I'm hearing you may be from the USA. But it's something about you guys, you're like, your treasure has no limits. It's like you are literally like, you are the American dream, like, especially if you are American, or if you are coming to America, people from your like, you're coming from maybe third world countries or countries that are less fortunate. Like, that US dollar, very strong, friends. Okay, something about your dreams are helping you get ready to commit. Some of you guys are moving countries, or you are assimilating into a new country. Some of you guys are literally, you're marrying outside of your race. You're marrying, you know, someone totally different, or having a totally different walk of life than you. Because you have had like the worst experiences from your culture. Like, something about this is giving me such a bad headache. It's making me so sad. Somebody's name is Richard, or they go by... their name starts with a letter Q, a Virgo, or a Gemini, or something like that, or R, or a letter S. I'm getting that you've been having some very traumatizing experiences with people who are from your culture. I'm getting that you come around and you have your bracelets and your bangles and you have your pashminas on, and you have like, you're very cultured and well refined. Some of you guys are well traveled, or you just have like a lot of different information, knowledge. You are moving so far away from where you come from. I'm getting that you can't stay there. You can't stay around these people, because you say, I gotta go to a new culture, because, you know, I feel like, you know, if you talk more about these experiences, like, you feel so alienated away from your culture. You feel like you're nothing like them. I'm getting the more you share about these experiences that you have with your culture, the more you can get these experiences validated. It's not that other people are not having these same experiences. It's because you are speaking. You're about to move into high political office. You're about to move into a high social status, especially if you are, you know, you're marrying into wealth. You're marrying somebody from a different culture than you. You guys are coming together and you're creating a brilliant mind. You have a beautiful mind. You literally are John Nash in this bitch. So some of you guys, you are like into international, you're into international relations, or you are economists, geographers. I'm hearing something about anthropologists as well. Some of you guys have, you know, traveled a lot because you've because of the military. But it's like your experiences, if you speak more about these experiences that you've had with such these terrible people, like terrible experiences you've had from your culture, and you talk about more and people, you know, what you are learning is a lot of people are actually envious of your diverse group of friends and your experience, your travel, because they don't, it represents your enlightenment, your consciousness, and you connecting with a wide variety of people. It means that you're smarter, you have, you know, you have like this, you know, bigger world view. Share more. It's not that people in your culture are not experiencing the same things. It's that you are moving into high social status, high political office, royalty, because you are going to, you have a voice for people who have not found theirs yet. You have been so empowered over things people in your cultural group are experiencing, but they cannot articulate it. They cannot advocate for themselves the way that you are, the way that you can. Some of them, they see you as having privileges that they have, that they don't have, luxuries that they don't have. Your dreams have been predicting your dreams have been predicting your family. I'm hearing some of you guys are about to have a beautiful baby boy. They may be a Taurus or an Aquarius or Aries, I don't know. But I definitely feel like you're going to have a beautiful baby boy. Some of you guys, your delivery, you are going to have a natural birth, or you're literally, I'm hearing something about you're going to have a beautiful, like there's a pregnancy, a maternity shoot here. Okay, something about a maternity shoot that you're envisioning. Okay, so from the unseen realm, let's get into your dreams, pal 4. Okay, you guys are like, I cannot find a man from my culture. I know some of you guys really want a man from your culture. You're like, I don't want to date, you know, out of my race. I want to date a man from my culture or something like that. Or you don't want to this, but it's like every time you try to have these loving relationships with someone from your culture, I'm hearing they end up like being, you know, they're very karmic. You see how I just tried to flip over? They're very karmic. Okay, so your dreams have been trying to indicate to you a lifelong commitment that you're about to make. Okay, and this is going to be a struggle for you. You guys are going to struggle to trust. You're going to struggle with this commitment because you guys have been dealt with so much karmic, you know, relationships and karmic challenges with people you have shared homes with, people who are supposed to be family. You guys have really a lot of family trauma, okay? Or, you know, there's lots of, you know, you are so fearful around, you know, feeling like you can find someone that will love and accept you. So I feel like if you speak more about this came out in the last pal. If you speak more about your experiences with these karmic situations from your culture and how they've left you, like they've been so violent. I'm getting a lot of violent attacks. Okay, you will get that validated by people, and people will, like, I'm getting that this will actually help you advocate for yourself and people more, and help you validate your experiences more with your throat chakra, because you know, a lot of this stuff, like I said, you know, people have been having these same experiences that you're having. They've been feeling the sorrow too. They've been feeling the lack of connection too. They've been feeling the lack of communal values as well, right? You're not the only one that is experiencing these situations with people who, you know, from your cultural group where their heart chakra has been so blocked. Like I said, your cultural group is very scarce, and they are very ordinary. They never reach their heart. They never, you know, you feel a connection to all that there is. So you coming around being someone from the same cultural group, but being abundant, or being like, or they see you assimilating into a new culture or traveling countries, they're just like, they hate you for that. Some of this they're even unconscious about, because they're unconscious, you know, feelings and beliefs in their mind. And they're not understanding how their feelings of scarcity, their inferiority complexes have been impacting their behavior. How, you know, they're noticing your difference in lifestyle, and they don't want to admit to themselves that, like, this is just like, oh, you have this privilege of traveling, you have this privilege of, you know, dating someone outside of your race. I can't even, and you know, in my community or in my neighborhood or the places that I frequent, my lifestyle, I never even run across people from different, you know, cultural groups. I never got the opportunity to travel, right? So some of these people, if you've been getting met with a lot of aggressive people, right? These people are they're, you know, your cultural group have not evolved that far. A lot of these people are still acting from their id, their instincts, right? They're still traumatized. They still have a slave ship mentality. This part of their mind, the id, is a very primitive and a very primitive part of the mind. Other cultural groups have evolved way beyond this. So you see your culture and they're not able to control their behavior. They're not abundant. They're not able to actualize within, into their true self. Some of them are hypersexual and aggressive. This is the collective trauma that have been influencing them on an unconscious level. So some of you guys, your dreams have been helping you actualize and manifest your ideal reality. And for a lot of you, that may be, you know, with someone who is very different than you, someone who is from a different racial group, different cultural group. Because you are so overflowing with abundance, you're not going to relate to many people. I'm not going to say it's impossible, but you're just not going to relate to a lot of people from your cultural group. Because your worldview is so expanded. These people cannot relate to you. You need somebody who is also abundant. You need somebody who also has traveled, right? Somebody who also knows how to use their mind and knows how to speak for themselves. Like I said, you are moving into high social status, high political office. With the way that your mind thinks and how you have evolved past these instinctual and primitive urges, you have a high degree of self-control. You're very evolved beyond, you know, most people in your cultural group. You are going to be the one that's advocating for your people. You're going to be the one that, you know, leads this change, reforms, you know, and bridges that, you know, that gap in communication, helps people see where they have been acting from their unconscious and acting from their instincts and their urges and their aggression, you know, to survive. You are not survival status. You are thriving status. Okay? What are your dreams trying to tell you, pal? Yeah, your wellness and self-care got you here, right? These people don't have the privilege. What did I say? They don't have the privilege of wellness and self-care. It's not available to them, okay? Neptune, they see your glamour, your fashion. They're listening, all this mystery around your abundance and you coming around us, all abundant and we scarce, and we so ordinary. Our heart isn't open to that. Our heart isn't open to you coming around with privilege. Your skills are honed. Your mind is evolved. You have education. You know how to speak for yourself. We don't have that. You sleep a lot. You get, you're not, binge watching television. Your stress levels ain't all up. You get to sit back in a lap of luxury and not work while you're pregnant. You're not under any drugs. We didn't have that privilege. You get to practice your yoga. You get to do self-care. You got body scrubs and perfumes and elixirs and body oils. We don't have that. My heart isn't open to that. Who do you think you are? Right? Your treasure has no limits. And these people are very limited. They don't have privileges. Some of them, they don't even know that you have pulled yourself up and you've worked so hard to have this lifestyle, right? You had to fight for wellness and self-care. It was not a privilege to you all the time. You had to sacrifice for this, right? Some of you, they're going to be pissed off when they see that you're marrying someone from a different culture, right? Oh, you don't relate to us anymore. You're leaving us, right? We have snake. Good and evil, male and female, life and death. The Ouroboros, a common symbol of snake devouring its own tail, represents the birth and the death cycle in its infinite loop. In myths across cultures, snakes have keen intelligence and a partner with evil, sometimes serving as guardians of the underworld. In the biblical story of creation, a serpent tempted Adam and Eve to eat the forbidden fruit. We often fear snakes, especially venomous ones. If this emotion shows up in your dream, you may be encountering a stress-inducing obstacle in your life. Snakes shed their skin multiple times a year, and because of this, they are associated with change and transformation. They also represent intelligence and healing and appear on the caduceus, the staff of Hermes, and a universal symbol of medicine. Kundalini, a dormant power of divine feminine energy in Tantra Yoga, is represented by a coiled serpent. Looking at how the snake showed up in your dream and your response to it can help determine the message it was trying to convey. Some of you guys, you have been having dreams about snakes for a long time. Some of you guys, these are dreams that you had within your childhood. Some of you guys, you have literally had to go through the Underground Railroad to get to this partner. Some of y'all literally have been surrounded. Maybe you had a dream that you were surrounded by snakes or snakes on a plane. Some of you guys, you've literally been surrounded by snakes. You have not had, I'm hearing all of your partners have been very evil. Some of you guys you are marrying a person with privilege, and there's a fear around marrying with someone with privilege. You're fearing marrying outside of your race or your cultural group because you know your cultural group has been, you know, traumatized by this other culture or something like that. Some of you guys, you know, you have been you have been working through a major heart awakening with someone from a different race, and that is the person who you're marrying, so that you guys can have a very big conversation about differences and overcome these fears that have been unconscious, right? That have been impacting your behavior and your feelings. All of these changes, all of these different challenges that you've had with this person, some of you guys already know this person. This person has been responsible for a Kundalini awakening. Okay, something about them, they had the capacity or they had the privilege to do something, and your heart has still been open to them. You guys have had a very big stress-inducing obstacle in this connection. Okay, and it's been, you know, because of your differences. But you guys, and this person's coming in with privilege. I feel like this has been the biggest obstacle. They're definitely like in love with you, and some people are going to see you marrying into this wealth or marrying into this other cultural group as forbidden fruit. They're going to judge you very badly for leaving your culture and going to marry someone else. They're going to say that this person is evil. They're going to say that this person has all this intelligence and they privileged and they have this different lifestyle than you, then they can never understand you. But you guys this is your person, okay? I'm getting also some of you guys, you know, you have been, all of your exes from the past, especially if you were dealing with a female, and this person has privilege. Some of you guys, this person was the evil, okay? You're dealing with this person. Then this, I don't know, something happened. You guys are learning a lesson about a relationship where someone, an evil partner, okay? They could have been from a different cultural group or they could have been from the same one. But I feel like you guys have been surrounded by snakes because they have been leaving mysteries. They have been they have been causing illusions, okay? These people have not, they've been snakes. They haven't been wanting to see you well. And you're learning that a lot of these people, the reason why they snakes is because they've seen you just improve your lifestyle constantly, pull yourself up, move further and further away from this cultural group where they're so unconscious of their evil and how their mind is so scarce. So, you know, I don't want to, you know, get too long-winded around this, but I definitely feel like you guys have been having dreams about snakes is because you have been surrounded by your culture. While you think that this person of privilege, right, they may have the caucasity. They may, okay? They may have the audacity, right? But you are learning that the real people who have been serving as, you know, the people who have been responsible for a lot of violence, aggression, and, you know, mental health issues, psychological issues, disorders, have been the people that are closest to you, have been people from your own home and your own cultural group. They have been responsible for this attack, right? Not this person of privilege. It has been your home. It has been your family. They're going to hate when you get pregnant. Power 4. So, you know, this family and this cultural group, they were like something where you may have had a dream as a child that because you were surrounded by snakes, and it's because a lot of these people were going to hate that you had this broad mind and that you were well spoken. This has been all the reason why you have been through so many different relationships where they failed, right? Friendships, family members, romantic partners have been leaving cliffhangers, leaving illusions, distracting you. They have been invisible enemies involved. Your dreams are trying to help you reveal a snake about an ex-partner. Nina. So there's been a very big illusion around these family members and these ex-partners. Okay? So you know, your dreams have been helping you move away from this culture into something more safe. Okay? Some of y'all are moving to a whole nother country. And you say, I'm not even going to stay in the country no more. Because all y'all around me like that, you see me with my treasures and things of that nature that I work very hard for. I work very hard. I come from the same scarcity that you come from. I came from the same primitive, instinctual parts that you came from. I came from the same unconscious mind that you came from. But I educated myself, focused on my wellness and self-care, and now I have a high-value partner. Fran. You got to move away from these people. You're surrounded by snakes, right? Hate that you know, having a good life. So, you know, somebody has had the Caucasian, okay? I'm hearing that you may have married someone. I'm hearing black and white. So you may have married somebody from a different racial group. This person took a very foolish risk and they abused their power, right, in this relationship with you. They abused their power, but it was because this naive risk was driven by the snakes in your own family. I'm hearing your family influenced this person to do something. Okay? They influenced this person to do something bad, to betray you. You guys are still invested in this relationship. You know, you guys, I'm getting a Capricorn and a Scorpio perhaps, okay? You know, you guys have traditions together, children together perhaps already. Some of you guys have already been with this person. But, you know, you'll think this is because they're privileged. You'll think it's because they're evil because of their privilege or something like that. It was your own family that drove this, all right? It was your own family that abandoned you first, right? That caused this aggressive situation. You know, you can try to seek forgiveness for somebody. I'm hearing, you know, try to seek forgiveness if you can, to try to restore your family if you want to. But for others, you're having dreams about the future wedding. You're having dreams about a future partner. And, you know, you have been dealing with a lot of partners who have been driven by some unconscious thing. They have, like I said, they're not evolved as you. You are the evolved one from this cultural group. These other people are not evolved. They are very primitive. They're not even aware of their own behavior. So you cannot be with them no more. I'm hearing something where you're just not interested in your culture no more. And you're assimilating into a different culture. And I'm not mad at you. All right. Thank you so much, Pal 4. Let me know how that resonates.